Hi, everyone, and welcome to Lake Nona. I think what I wanted to cover today was really to tell you a little bit about the idea that, that powers Lake Nona. I'm going to be turning, because that's the cool thing about this theater. So one of the things that we believe in is that we can create an environment where ideas can flourish, right? At the basis of what we have in Lake Nona is, this is a 11,000 acre piece of land, which is fairly sizable, but at the heart of it is this concept that the environment can create this incredible space for an idea to flourish. Now, ideas are different. Sometimes it can be a personal idea. You want to change what you're doing. It could be a family idea, right? This is where you want your family to grow, or a business idea. But in the beginning of Lake Nona, the kernel, the first idea that really blossomed was the idea of creating an incredible health and well-being community. The 650-acre medical city is at the heart of Lake Nona. And it's really looking at the idea of what can happen when you get some of the world's leading healthcare and medical institutions in the same place and you get them to collaborate. We strive in Lake Nona to be one of America's healthiest communities. And as Rasesh Thakkar, Sesh from our team usually says, the focus is on one-off. Health is one thing that we want to be shared. The idea is that this kernel, that this basic idea that we have here actually grows and becomes something that has an impact in the world around us. So being one of America's healthiest communities means many things. It means that, for example, Lake Nona is a no-smoking community. It also means that we are home to some incredible institutions. At the beginning of the journey, we were very lucky to be able to partner with the state and with UCF to actually create what was one of the first medical schools that had been created in a very long time. The school started in 2005, and we were very lucky to welcome our first group of students in 2009. And around UCF, and around this incredible College of Medicine, we started to have other institutions come. We had the Nemours Children's Hospital. We have the busiest VA in the nation here behind us that has over 6,000 patients that come here every day. And then we have the opportunity to have the students from UCF actually work at the VA, be at Nemours. Now with our fantastic HCH hospital, we're able to have a teaching hospital as part of the equation. Now, it doesn't stop at the medical side. One of the things that we really wanted to focus was on this ability for having people thinking about the same ideas to cross-pollinate together. One of the things that make Orlando different and that make Lake Nona different is that we provide a truly collaborative environment. And at Tavistock, we see our role to actually create this place for people to actually talk to each other. Right? We do some things like, for example, we get all the anchors and all the CEOs that are in the community to talk to each other. And you would think that, for example, someone that works at the USTA, which is the largest tennis campus in the world, which is here in Lake Nona, and someone that runs Signature Aviation, which is a company that runs FPOs or private airfields, don't have a lot to talk about. But if you have their HR people talk, they will be talking about how do you retain millennials? How do you keep mental health in a time where people are working from home top of mind. If you have people from their technology department talk, they'll be talking about cybersecurity. Now, that happens naturally in places like Orlando, but we make it happen faster and more efficiently here in Lake Nona. Now, when you push that to the limit, we actually are able to do that in health and well-being. Lake Nona once a year hosts something called the Impact Forum, in which we actually, in this room, it's part of it, at KPMG is another part of it, at the School of Medicine as well, we actually have very candid conversations around the future of health. And we have people that are able to make a difference in that future of health, talking to each other, learning from each other, and participating in this highly collaborative ecosystem. Now, so at the end of what we're saying is, this environment where an idea can flourish is at the heart. Collaboration is the fuel. And while you guys are here, and the more that you come and the more that you spend in this time, that's our invitation, right? Our invitation to everyone that's here is to collaborate, to talk to each other, to find a way to actually have your expertise cross-pollinate with someone else's expertise and create something new. Because our objective is to make a meaningful difference in the way that people live, to make a meaningful difference in the way that we live healthier, longer, fuller lives. And our role at Tavistock is to make sure that that happens easily. So if there's anything we can do to help, to make that collaboration happen, we're around. And you know, we are very grateful to have all of the wonderful people that are visiting today and all of the wonderful institutions that have decided to call Lake Nona home. Thank you.